Hey guys, welcome back on Techno Vibes. This is Sachin and I hope you guys are in great health. I am happy to announce that this is the first video in upcoming series of Linux tutorial videos in which I will be teaching you about core concepts on Linux from beginner to advanced. In the first video of this series, Linux tutorial for beginners, I will be teaching you about what is a VirtualBox, how you can install a VirtualBox, and how you can install an operating system on your computer with the help of a VirtualBox. So, with that being said, let's get started. But before that, do not forget to like and subscribe our YouTube channel, and do not forget to follow us on Facebook. Also, remember to press the bell icon so that you can be notified about our next upload. So, guys, what is a VirtualBox? Guys, VirtualBox is an open source application provided by Oracle with the help of which you can install any different operating system on your current computer. So let's say that I have Windows operating system installed on my computer, but I want to learn Linux or I want to use any different operating system as well. But I do not have any other machine, any other hardware. So what I will be doing is that I will be installing a VirtualBox, and inside that VirtualBox, I will be able to install any different operating system. Doesn't matter if it is any different version of Windows, if it is any other distribution of Linux, you can install it on VirtualBox, and once it is installed you can use it exactly the same way like you are using your own computer. So you can think of it as a virtual machine which you are making inside an Oracle VirtualBox. So think of it as a container inside your computer in which you are installing a different operating system of your choice. So with that being said, let's see that how you can install a VirtualBox on your computer. So guys, in order to install a VirtualBox on your computer, the very first thing which you need to do is you need to open a website virtualbox.org like I have highlighted here. Once you have opened that website, you will get a download link. Download VirtualBox 6.1. This is the latest version of VirtualBox as of now. So I'll just simply click on download VirtualBox 6.1, and after that VirtualBox platform packages. Under that you will be getting the host names. Host names means that the current operating system on which you are working. So like I am using Windows 10, so I will be using the Windows host, and once I click on that, the executable file of VirtualBox gets downloaded. So once it is downloaded, I'll simply click on open so that I can get the installer, and you can see that Windows installer has started. So now you can see that I have got the setup wizard open. I simply have to click next. I will not be making any changes to this section. However, you can change the location where you want your VirtualBox to be installed from here. As of now, I'm keeping it as a default under program files, Oracle VirtualBox. I click on next. From the custom setup, you can choose that how many shortcuts, where exactly you want the icons to be created. I'll simply make a desktop icon, and then I click on next and yes. Now I'll just simply click on, now I click on install, and the installation will start. So as you can see now that the installation has been completed, simply click on finish. So now you can see that Oracle VirtualBox has been installed on my computer in very simple steps. Now, the next step comes here is that how you can install an operating system. In my case, I will be using one of the Linux distributions, that is CentOS 7. So guys, in order to install any operating system on your computer with the help of a VirtualBox, you will need an ISO image of that operating system. As in my case, I will be using CentOS distribution of Linux. So I'll simply open the website centos.org, click on Get CentOS Now, and then I'll click on CentOS Linux DVD ISO. So once I click on that, I will be getting a list of Linux distributions available. I have CentOS 7. but the latest version which is available on the website, that is CentOS 8.1.1911. So you can download any of these ISO. So once you have downloaded the ISO image of the Linux distribution, you have to open the VirtualBox, click on new. Once you open that, you have to choose the name of the virtual machine you want to create. In my case, I am choosing the name as CentOS. You can choose any name you want. Just below that, you will find machine folder, which is the folder of the virtual machine. So wherever you want the virtual machine to be created, you can choose the path of that folder from here. Below that, you will find the type of the operating system you are about to install and then the version. Out here, in case you are not able to find CentOS, I'll be choosing here as other 64-bit. I'll click on next. Once I do that, it will allow me to choose the memory size. As you can see, the maximum memory size, which is somewhere around 8 GB, which is the memory size of my computer. So remember that the whatever the size of the resource which you will be choosing, that is entirely based upon the capacity of your computer. Guys, remember one thing, that this is a virtual machine which we are creating. So whatever memory size or the hard disk size which we will be choosing, that entirely depends upon what is available on our own computer, because these are the resources which will be used from our own computer. So I will be not making any changes to the memory size. I'll be using the recommended memory size. Now I need to choose a hard disk size. From here, I will be creating a virtual hard disk now, which will be created from my own computer. And then I next. Now, as you can see that now this is the time when you will be choosing the size, the hard disk space, you can say. Hard disk space is up to 2 TB, which is the hard disk space of my own computer. So I'll not be making any changes because this is just a virtual machine, just a demonstration. So I will only be using the recommended, which is already given here as of 8 GB. I'll click on create. And now as you can see that CentOS virtual machine has been created on the left panel. So now we know that how we can install a virtual box and create a virtual machine inside a virtual box. But this virtual machine is a blank virtual machine. We have not installed any operating system on this. So now let's see that how we can install an operating system on this virtual machine. So in order to install that Linux distribution ISO image which we downloaded, I simply have to select the virtual machine, click on start, and browse the ISO image of the virtual machine which you just downloaded, and click on start. So as soon as I clicked on start, I have got a different window in which I have to choose install CentOS 7. Let's get this maximized so that you can have a clear view that what exactly is happening. I'm just trying to maximize it. Let's scaled mode, switch. I think this is much better. I believe that this is visible to all now. It took some time, but now we have got CentOS 7 installation wizard. So I'll simply select the language, English, United States, continue. Now we have got a window of installation summary where you can manage the localization software and system settings. In software, you just have to click on software selection. Now here's the difference what we are about to install. We will be installing a GNOME desktop, which is the graphical user interface of CentOS 7. If we click on a minimal install, we will only be getting the command line interface without any networking facility. So we will be understanding the Linux operating system, that how we will be using internet as well as graphical user interface and other commands, how we will be running it. We will be learning that all on GNOME desktop. So I'll be choosing GNOME desktop, click on done. Thereafter, I'll be going into system installation destination. I'll select the hard disk. So I'll click on begin installation. So once I click on begin installation, as you can see that there are two options which I am getting here. So as soon as I click on begin installation, as you can see that we are getting two options here: root password and user creation. Root password is like an administrator account which you will be creating while installing any of your Linux distribution. User creation, on the other hand, is any user which you want to create apart from the administrator account. So you can keep that user as an administrator or a normal user without administrative privileges. So we will first be creating the root password here. I'll use a very simple password. As you can see that root password is set. Now I will create a user. So let's give this user my name and make this user an administrator. I just entered the password and now this user has been created. So as you can see that installation is in progress. It will take some time for the installation to be completed. So I will be back as soon as the installation is completed so that we can look further into it. So now you can see that the installation has been completed successfully. So I'll simply click on reboot. So once you have rebooted your CentOS virtual machine, you'll get this initial setup window from where you have to click on I accept the license agreement, click on done and finish configuration. So once the configuration is completed, you will be redirected to the kdump window from where you get to choose to enable or disable it. Kdump actually is a utility tool provided in Linux. In case your Linux operating system crashes, at that point of time, the files inside the kdump helps to analyze that what was the cause of the crash. So I don't need that right now, so I'll simply uncheck it. Click forward, click on yes and okay. So once you click on OK, your virtual machine will be rebooted and you will be getting this window from where you will be logging in for the first time. I'll enter the password and there you go. Now we have got a welcome screen from where I get to choose the language. Click on next, next again and start using CentOS Linux. Now click on the user settings, click on display and select the resolution and apply. So as you can see that now we have got our CentOS virtual machine up and running on our Windows computer. So I hope guys you like the video. I hope you guys like the video. In case you have any suggestions or questions, you can write those in the comment section. Also, if you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe my YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon so that you can be notified about our next upload. Also, we are available on Facebook, so in case you want to follow us, here's the link.